The leaking ice maker. So what's happening with my ice maker is it's usually installed up here, right? And to take this out, it's actually real simple. There's 2 screws that you take out, 1, 2, and then in a flat head, you put in these little 2 slots here, and this whole assembly comes out and you just unplug it, okay? Real simple. What I found was my fill tube, which is up here, this fill tube, you probably have a better view of it right now, was completely frozen, okay? And let me show you actually a little better. The screw here and screw there, 2 screws, 2 Phillips head screws. Actually should have turned that off when I took it out. And then these little knobs right there, that's where you put your flathead. And it releases these little tabs. Real simple, it literally clips in. I couldn't believe how easy it was. So what's happening was, it's calling for water, and instead of coming out here, it's actually shooting out the back. And what I did over the weekend, because this happened over the weekend, is you can see there, inside there, I put a water sensor, because I thought I fixed this from the back this weekend. And this morning, actually, the sensor went off, the water sensor, because there was a water sensor back there. So there's actually some water back there. I need to pull this out and remove it. So what I've been doing here is I have been using a hair dryer and holding it in there and freezing and thawing this. I think what happened was the other day when we did this, we didn't thaw it all the way. And I have a sneaky suspicion that my water filter, this is what's happening, is the water filter is actually clogged probably, because I haven't replaced it like in a year. And the water's coming out super slow, like trickling out. So slow that it's basically freezing, and it's kind of slowly freezing, building up until it freezes all the way. That's my suspicion here. That's what I think is gonna happen. I ordered a filter. I pulled this out. I'm gonna thaw this. That's what I've been doing. Basically just standing there like that, thawing this water out. So the water's been pouring out. I've been, drying it up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna test it. We're gonna see how good the water flow is coming out. It should actually come out pretty fast. If it doesn't come out fast, what that tells me is most likely it's the filter, and my assumption here is correct. And I'm not gonna be able to test that until tomorrow when I get the filter, but I think this will keep it from leaking. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. On the bottom of the ice maker is a reset button. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna plug this in, okay? We're going to turn it on, and we're gonna squirt water out and see how the water comes out. So, push the button. This arm's gonna come out. It's gonna see that. Basically, it's sensing that there is no ice. It's gonna try to dump the ice that's there. And then what you're gonna see is a bunch of water come out. Because it's gonna basically try and fill this up. So I'm hoping the water comes out here and doesn't go out the back of my... And I still feel like that's faster. That's a better flow than what was there. So maybe the other day when I did this, I didn't unclog it, or I didn't melt all the ice that was in there. Water's not that cold, so I don't understand why it's freezing. So I think that might have actually fixed it. Yeah, it's not clogged at all. I think maybe the other day when I did this, I just didn't clear that clog all the way, and it was just enough to clog up. All right, so let's put this back together real quick. I'll sort of show you how we got here. I'll just kind of go in reverse. So we basically just push this ice maker up there. We have 2 screws. No gug. All right, so I'll show you how to put the door back on. Literally 2 screws. So pull these all the way out. Now I'm not 100% sure how this goes back together. There's a white screw that goes here. There it is, now it's better, okay. There it goes, now it's in, all right. Kind of just have to open it up and down. Put a screw here. Literally, it's kind of a joke how, I don't want to say how easy this is, but how this stuff is put together. It's like, nope. Again, no gug. So this, you kind of, and then you tilt it back. I'm so tired of taking this thing in and out because of this problem. Yeah, then the top. All right. So that is back together. Let's test this together. We'll hit this test button. We'll sort of watch it again. You can see it's gonna dump. Obviously, there's nothing to dump. And now what we should see is we should see the water. Oh yeah, that's coming in way faster now. All right, so I hope that fixed it. And I'm gonna point out in my video, look, somehow I didn't put that should be flat against the top there. I need to undo this, take this all apart and do it again. I was just trying to do it quickly because of the video. But I hope this helped you. If it's leaking out the back, I did show you how to troubleshoot that in another video. I'm gonna break in here. You can see my hair's a lot longer. It's a few weeks since I made that video, and this has not leaked since I did what I did. I did replace the water filter the next day. Super simple, actually. Push this and pull it down, and then this filter just comes out. Unscrew it, put the new one, and screw it back in. Really simple. So I think that was the issue, because it hasn't leaked. I did put a water sensor back there just to be sure. And really everywhere in my house, I have any kind of water. All my sinks, my condensate pump for my HVAC, underneath my water heater. If it's got water running to it, it's got a water sensor running next to it, sensing if there's water. The only place in the entire house I didn't have a water sensor was actually behind this refrigerator, where there is a water connection, which I should have had a sensor. I just didn't do it because I really didn't have a space to put the sensor. But what I did was I actually drilled a hole in the back of this cabinet. It's a pretty big hole, and that allows me to basically put a sensor in there and put the sensor, and then if it goes off, it's in here, you can hear it. I think it's a good idea. So I would say if you got anything out of this, if you have a house that's got water sensors everywhere. I'll put a link to the water sensors. I'll put a link to the filter down below. I'm Mike, Found Video ITV. I hope this helped you. If this did help you, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave me a comment down below. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate the subscription, the like, and the thumbs up.